The batter completely missing it, didn't pick it up, and it was pretty close to the off stump also. The well bowled doesn't wasn't too far away from that off stump.
Crush the right.
In the face again. Well, the first one hard, looking for the second.
এখন কি ওরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি
Also, 3 wickets taken belong to the spinners. All the 3 wickets have been taken by the spinners. One for Mahidi, one for Natum, and one for Risha.
Yeah, don't forget, Shariful Islam was unlucky. Come on now. He could have had a couple of wickets because catch was dropped off his bowling in the very first over, it slips, and then again later on. Jandugan dropped twice, 2 lives. Otherwise, he would have been there.
Uppercut. Dive. Good effort from Shariful. Wasn't the easiest of opportunities, but the batters will run back for the second. Turns out to be yet another expensive over. 11 of the 9th. West Indies 66 for 3.
বাংলাদেশ বিশ্বকাপে যা খেলে তাতে হয়তো বেতন আসে এইসব খেলার পর 20,000 টাকার উপরে মাসে বেতন আসে ইন্ডিয়া তো কইছে এরা 3 টাকা ছেড়ে না বিশ্বকাপে ভর্তি খেলে না যা খেলিতে তাতে 20,000
এটারে কায়দারে দিচ্ছি আমি
মানি করে বেতন
কি রে দেখ
এখানে খেলা সেখানে সিআরটি সাথে টি20 কোনো ওয়েস্ট ইন্ডিজের কাছে কোনো
This gives you the picture that the visitors are maintaining a healthy run rate. The red one above the green one. 7.33, the current run rate required 7.82. So wickets is the name of the game for Bangladesh. Showed up in numbers, they are enjoying it here in Chattogram. We shall to continue. We get a signal of the first ball.
He got a few chances go by. Not an easy one, it's a difficult one. It would have been a splendid, spectacular catch.
না ও দেখেন আমি আমাদের লাইভ দেন
Maybe just a little bit slow to start with because he couldn't reach. Then the end had to drive.
Once for the reverse, catching is the call up and above the feeder. The slips. Yeah, just going back to that effort, these can be tricky. They can fall short, you can concede a boundary and going for a catch, but you credit to Shariful for going for it.
No,
Well, at this stage, 69 for 3, another 55 for 2.
আমার কাছে এই সিস্টেমটা হলো মেলা একটা আমি এই সিস্টেমটা
They made a good effort.
চলে যাবো দেন আমি ভাইয়া দিয়ে দেন এ নড়বে না এরা নড়বে না
Again, but will fall safe.
এই জিনিসটা কেমন
Calculative and measured shot.
দেখ কি হয় নাম
At the opportunity, spin bowling coach Mustaq Ahmed just to emphasize on the importance of proactive bowling. Reading the conditions quickly and
ভালো চলে
understanding what the batter's strength and weakness can be. Change of pace, slowing it down. Exactly what Risha, Natum and Mahidi have done.
এ প্রথমে তো চালা দিতে 60 জন আছে মারবে ধরা কমবে না অ্যাকচুয়ালি
We're trying to prevent
ওরা
that
দেখতে
signal, but
গিয়ে
not
আপনারা
succeeding.
কাইরোমার দেখেন
Tried to cut off that single of his own bowling. Doesn't manage to do
নাম
it.
তো মানে দেখতে মনে হয় আমার নাম মনে হয় ওটা তো
Wide.
জানেন খেলা হবে সেটা এর তো দিয়ে সাজা দিয়ে
Now, 6 already in this over. They will find a way to pick up a wicket
এটা কোনো
here.
কপিরাইট দরকার
Bangladesh.
Salmon going up the bat in Philip Square. Effort in vain. 4 runs. Next is by boundary.
Again, a really good use of timing here. He's timing it beautifully here. Doggies. He went down to wicket, but he was lucky because it was short. Left the hand, didn't turn that much. It was not past that fielder at deep cover point for another boundary. He's raced over to 16, just 9.
All the better. Coming down. Holds it quicker. Giving a full toss on this occasion. Massive flick, but there is a protection on the deep.
Protection in the deep. It's a good over for West Indies yet again. 11 of the 10th. West Indies 77 for 3 when it's time for the players to hydrate. It's drinks. International of the Dutch Wagner Bank Series, Tanzil Hassan Tamim really shone with the bat for Bangladesh and managed to take that total to 151 with not too much support from the others. The West Indies have come back very strongly. They're halfway through, they're leading by 10 runs, lost 2 wicket more, but they seem to be hauling in on the target, needing 75 runs to win out 60 balls. Well, if, amongst all the tourist spots in Bangladesh, a lovely little place up in the hills, not too far from Chattogram, which is the little town of Rangamati. And there it is, Rangamati up in the hills. Lovely place, very serene, very picturesque. You've got the Kaptai Lake, as you see all around that city, and the hanging bridge right there. Lovely scenery. The Kaptai Lake also goes on to the Kaptai Dam, which is the biggest hydroelectric project in Bangladesh, supplying electricity to the whole country. And the serenity there, the lovely lush green trees and the religious monuments, really a place to visit. 7.70 the run rate, required run rate a little less. West Indies will be pretty happy with where they are at this moment. Rangamati reminds me a lot about Sri Lankan venue called Pannakali. I'm sure you've been there. Pretty sure lots of greenery, the lake around the city. Certainly a place to visit in my next visit to Bangladesh. Right, 77 for 3. West Indies needing 75 in 60 deliveries. I think they are well on their way to keep the cool, keep wickets in hand. In
Bangladesh should be good. And how well Hakim Ogis, the young man, has been batting a 6 and a boundary along with the captain, Austin Chase, putting up a very good partnership, 25 or 50. Mahdi Hassan, his last over. Straight away, clipped away for a single.
And this is the time, I think, as a bowling unit, you fancy your chances. There's been a pause. There's been a disruption in the flow of the play. And, what happened to Nur Hassan Sohan? He's not feeling. He's got some kind of a... Did the ball go hit him there or really grimacing in pain?
Certainly not looking comfortable. He's in so much pain. He's just rolling around. Not too sure what happened. Maybe he rolled his ankle. Certainly, Chakar Ali is asking for a stretcher to come on. This is not good. Listen, so usually a wicket keeper by trade since Ritan Kumar Das as the captain. Keeping wickets, he's in the field. We'll have a get a replay, we'll know exactly what happened. We haven't seen it, what's happening, so not too sure what it looked like. To me, probably rolling the ankle, taking a look where the physio trying to treat Nur Hassan Sohan.
Must have turned around awkwardly and out comes the stretcher. Not quite sure. Being called in. Want to get on with it. He's still in trouble. He's still grimacing pain, and it's the best option, I think, is to go off and have treatment outside the ground. Do not want to aggravate anything that might have happened.
I've seen many times in the past sprained ankles. Certainly, I think even the West Indian side physio is getting out there just to support the Bangladeshi physio as well. And not good. Not good. Those kind of injuries can be freaky, can take a little time for it to recover. But, we just like to wish Nur Hassan a speedy recovery. The pain that he's going through.
Indeed, and I'll tell you the status of play as it is at the moment, 78 for 3 into the last half of the West Indian innings. I'll tell you what, the manner in which Austin Chase, the acting captain, and Akil East have negotiated the bowling in the last couple of overs, they're looking very, very threatening. The Bangladesh bowlers will have to pull out of their skins, and the fielders will have to support them in the outfield if they're going to restrict them from getting to the target of 152.
3 wickets to fall for West Indies. First to go was Jagu and final kick. It's a straight one of Nasum Ahmed. He was dropping. Shah Hussain, the bowler. Obama Jagu. Well, it's not a good sign. Not a good sign either. As a sportsman, Hassan Sohan, usual, as I said, a wicket keeper. Possibly rolled his ankle. Just could have recovery. Being it's going and gets rolling. Not too sure what happened at all. Just the 5 bowlers being used so far by Bangladesh. Usually they play with 3 seamers and 2 spinners, but since it's a used pitch, it's the other way around with 2 seamers and 3 spinners, and one of the spinners is bowling now would really well Mahdi Hassan getting a break into the side.
Mahdi Hassan has by far looked the more dominating of the bowlers. Bangladesh will be hoping he can get a wicket in this over.
Looks like it's going through the motions.
Looks like it's going through the motions. 2 is the call. Austin Chase trying to push. Look at the knees. But Hakim Ogis to come back, but he was taking nothing away there. And looking like the body language of the Bangladeshi fielder looks like this waiting for something to happen rather than trying to create an opportunity.
You just cannot do that at all. You've got to make it work for you. You've got to try and just find ways to get amongst the wickets. Otherwise, this game is going to be gone. There's effort there to block the deep mid wicket with the boundary liner.
Nicely bowled, went with the arm. Certainly, Hakim Ogis was trying to give himself room to try and crash into the offside. That's what I like about Mahdi Hassan. Giving nothing away, only loose delivery, tossed up a little bit to Austin Chase. He was pumped over, long on, apart from that. but they are on the about just like that.
Been very precise. Been very
Been very precise. He's been very meticulous with his lines. And what he's done well with the realization that maybe this wicket doesn't have that extra bit of purchase for the bowlers. More often than not, depending on the arm ball, just rolling the fingers. There are rifts, but what it does is drop and skid and get faster to the batter, which doesn't allow them to free their arms.
Nice and quick again, just outside the off stump.
a sensible way of going about it.
A sensible way of going about it. It's been 4 runs in the 5 deliveries after the pause in play for the Springs interval and an injury to We hope that it's not serious. He can come back into the team. He wants to finish it well, that's magic.
On the track, trying to smash it through the offside in a part of the match, just a single. Mahdi Hassan finishes his spell, 4 overs, 120, 82 for 3 after 11. Three spinners picking up a wicket each. Shoripul was very unlucky, and Taskin Ahmed has been very expensive so far. He's taken to the cleaners, 2 overs for 29 runs. Asabur was just bowled 1 over, 5 dot deliveries. 1-4 comes back into the attack. Required rate of 7.78 meter. Short and missed out. Finds the field and extra cover.
He sure missed out. Backed away. Then managed to get a good out of the bat on it. And not wide of Mahdi. Look at him. Flicks away, right leg away. Comes it but finds the fielder.
Pulling nice and flat, so
probably anticipating the left-hander to be attacking. The ball is flighted, so rightly so. Just happened to give a signal to the left-hander. Try and get a 1 or 2 dot deliveries on Russia Chase.
Yeah, you get a string of dot deliveries in. Immediately the batter's mindset changes. Gets a little forced into playing shots of error.
all extra cover.
Through all extra cover, 1 bounce to the boundary, an extra spade 4, and an excellent shot by Russia Chase.
What a delightful shot that is. Inside out shot, never easy. Just a little. No turn at all. Just simple. Played over the top, very well controlled.
Beautiful shot, wasn't it, Shabib? Oh, extra cover, one of the hardest strokes in the cricketing manual. Made it look easy by Austin. Good batting, 4, followed by a single, maybe 2 runs. And comes back pretty easily in the end. Excellent stuff by West Indies.
This is brilliant running. This is the Dutch Bangla series. The Dutch Bangla Bank is the first European joint venture bank in Bangladesh and a pioneer in the banking sector of Bangladesh in terms of customer trust and confidence through transparent and pure banking.
Nice and flat. Precious dot delivery of Bangladesh. 7 runs in 5 deliveries. Just rushing through the over now. So trying to get the sweeper cover straight as possible. With on. Straight over the top. And a slight misway resulting in a Nexus Bay 4 to end the 12th over. 93 for 3.
neck to neck.
After 12 overs, almost neck to neck. Only one wicket extra to fall for West Indies, but apart from that, they're well on the way to make it 3-0. Ishan Hussain into the attack, and Hakeem Ogis just a flick of the wrist. A rocket 6 over mid-wicket to welcome Ishan Hussain to the crease.
What a magnificent shot that is. This pitched up in the slot, asking to be punished. And to play with whatever turn there was and made it look so easy with that flourish of the bat and a long 6, 88 meters. Brilliant stuff.
Just playing his 4th game, young Hakeem Ogis, who had graduate of the 2022 Under-19 World Cup, which happened in West Indies, and he's only the 4th Saint-Louisian to make it to the national side, and he's doing it in style.
On the track again and drop catch.
Comes on the track again and drop catch and short extra cover. That should have been taken. Substitute fielder Tanzimasan Shakib. That should have been taken, and with the 2 runs brings up the 100 for West Indies.
I think that might just turn out to be the drop catch that lost the match. It was straightforward, went quickly, understandable, but Chucky should have gone on to that one. Could have made all the difference in this innings and maybe given Bangladesh some chance.
Shot! That is a massive hit. Picture perfect, just like the first 6 is over. Another rocket 6 over mid-wicket.
That's just rubbing salt into the wound, really. Chucky missing out. He didn't miss out. Really came underneath the ball. Full flurry of the bat. Full strike of the bat. And another long one. 87 meters. Really turning it on and really going to the target. And a rate of knots.
Almost a shot on jab towards mid-wicket, wasn't it? Not even the full flow. Showing the power and the timing of Hakeem Ogis, the left-hander. Changing the angle, coming over the wicket, Rishad. And just like the first, just like the second, the third 2 over mid-wicket, making 3 rocket 6s in the over.
Slump sweeps galore. Oh goodness, you have not seen striking like this for a long time. Particularly with bowler who troubles the batters. This is the third 6 and almost, definitely the longest one, 102 meters. The batter is on fire. Bangladesh are under the gun. The crowd getting a little irritated. Some of them leaving, but this has been splendid belligerent batting by Australia.
Wow, super timing, super power hitting. Hakeem Ogis, wonderful. One of the best bowlers in the modern day game. Rishad Hussain taken to the cleaners. A partnership worth 61 of just 31. And take a look at the contribution. 41 by the young man Hakeem. Just playing his 4th game. Just imagine the mindset of the drop catcher there, the extra cover, Tanzimasan Shakib. Wow, what an over. 18, 3 sixes, a couple, make it 20 or 4 deliveries and 2 balls remaining to end the over. Slightly shorter. Just should be a single.
Yeah, you pay for your drop catches. One turn around, it's hit 6s galore. Straightforward catch to Chucky, who was guilty also winning away. A boundary is coming as a substitute fielder in place of the injured Nur Hassan. Have a look at that drop catch. This might have been a catch that lost the match. Should have hung on to that.
I should have taken.
A precious dot delivery to end the...
A precious dot delivery to end the window, which had 21 runs, 114 for 3. West Indian worm just racing away to the deliveries. One over we had the last one, Akimogi's 3 massive sixers, surpassing his own individual high score, 41 of 20 and 9 deliveries against Nepal just last month. He's on 42 of 21. Last 18 deliveries, 37. Some magnificent hitting. And Nasu Mohammed. Long on in plays and plays it well as these two goes for a rocket seize. This occasion is of Nasu Mohammed.
The manner for the bowler is Akeem Agis is going to enjoy himself. And that's his 5th over the top, the maximum. Look at him once again, using that little bit of turn. Not too much more. It seems to be played so easily. That lovely flourish of the man. Sweet timing. Long enough for another 6.
It's raining sixers on the bat of Akeem Agis. He's on 48.
Good batting. A 6 followed by a
Good
single.
batting. A 6 followed by a single.
Occasion by Nasu.
Nice and quick that occasion by Nasu.
They have this match under absolute control. The West Indians, the required run rate is 4.65, 49 from this young man. 4 dots, 1 for 5 sixes and big sixes. Delighting the crowd here. Maybe they are not so delighted with the 6 against Bangladesh, but what prowess in the batting performance.
Just a fourth solution to play.
Just a fourth solution to play for the West Indies, and he's been excellent. Taran Sami, the head coach, he also hails from St. Lucia. He'll be a proud man of his own countrymen.
Followed by Nasu.
Himself room, followed by Nasu. Single to long on.
Well, there he is. Taran Sami doesn't show too much emotion, but always gives you a wonderful smile, and he'll have a lot to smile about if the West Indians can sweep this board with a 3-0 series win.
All eyes on Akeem. He's approaching his first half century in international cricket.
And he brings out in style.
A lovely flick towards mid-wicket. An excellent display of batting. 50 of 24 deliveries. Rightly so, the entire team applauding the young man's efforts.
What a marvelous effort it has been from the young man Akeem Agis. Cross the chase goes over and congratulates him. It's been a wonderful mix, 5 sixes, 1 4. But there have been a lot of deliveries which is just nudged and pushed and got the singles and the twos. Very, very well compiled innings and a lot of future for this young man.
In the gap. That should be a boundary, yes. Ridoi, the reserve player, he could not get there. It's a nexus play 4 by Roston Chase.
Oh, this massacre in the middle. Bangladeshi bowlers really taken to the cleaners. Haven't got a clue where to bowl. From both ends, this Roston Chase, 34 of 21. He's bludgeoning the ball about. They're really picking their spots with the utmost ease.
But West Indies are running away with this game, trying to give some room. Flashing just for a single towards Lahore. 14 runs from the 14th over, 128 for 3. He's picking up his first half-century in international cricket, surpassing his previous best of 42 against Nepal just a month ago in Sharjah. Excellent display of 50, 5 sixes and a boundary. And all those sixes have been clean hitting. And Rashad Hussain, 3 in 1 over, was the highlight in this entire series as far as I'm concerned. 12 dot deliveries. Certainly looks a player well composed. Well, then finds a gap and probably finds a boundary as well. That's good timing and placement. And Taskin Ahmed, as he had done in the first 2 overs, very, very expensive.
Yeah, it's been really all over the place. But the left-right combination doesn't really know where to bowl it. The manner in which Roston Chase allowed to come on and guides it, and enough of pace on it from the bowler to take it away from that third-man fielder for another 4.
A perfect word used by Shamim Chaudhary, guided. There's no arrogance about it. Just backed his way and opened up the offside. A lovely hit. Taskin Ahmed certainly did a forget so far. Most senior bowling this side, 2.1 overs. He's gone for 33 runs.
So delivery down the left side.
Slow delivery down the left side. And a slight misfield. Should result in a single and comes back for the second run.
Yeah, and Bangladesh are in complete disarray at the moment. Really don't know what to do to stop this flow of runs and the charge to the win. And a 3-0 win it will be too.
Well, this has been a wonderful effort so far by the West Indian side. Partnership of 82 of 41. Roston Chase, captain of the day. His side from the front. Slow delivery. A couple of runs in front of square. Tanzim Hassan Shakib does the fielding. From man Sabur Badri. It's an excellent effort so far by West Indies. Hello Ma, hello everyone. Yes, it's been an exceptional series for them. On a saleable 2-0 lead heading into this one, so no pressure. Lots for him to think about Liton Das. Roston Chase, the standing captain today, did a good job with the ball, bowling some difficult overs, but this man had that series against Nepal, this innings though, special, and will do him a world of good. And he pays the field and we go for another Nexus Bay boundary. Taskin Ahmed continues to be expensive. A belligerent batting from Roston Chase, making light work of that target score so far. The presence of mind, knowing exactly where the fielders are, and then the skill to execute perfectly. Taskin has been mauled tonight. It is the third over, none for 41. Expensive in his very first over, and it's continued to be expensive all the way through. Look at his figures.
It's something that you don't see, man. Taskin Ahmed.
It's something that you don't see, man. Taskin Ahmed being taken to the leaders in 41 of 2.4.
Should be just a single. Was it in the
Should be
gap?
just a single. Was it in the gap? Shali Muslim Patwari does the fielding. Going for a Yorker.
That's the fielding by Shamim.
That's the fielding by Shamim.
Taskin Ahmed is expensive spell.
Taskin Ahmed is expensive spell in his career. 1 for 51 in his 4 overs against India. Keeps on bowling the way he has. I think unfortunately that record will be also broken.
I don't think he'll have an opportunity.
I don't think he'll have an opportunity with only 10 runs required after. Well, at the moment, might be even less after this one.
Last ball of the 15th over.
Last ball of the 15th over. Bouncer. And Roston James with that single brings up his 54th half century for the standing captain. A very good knock under pressure. 15 overs gone, 143 for 3.
wonderful knock from the standing captain.
Yeah, wonderful knock from the standing captain. Only the second time he's captain in this format. Good with the ball, and now good with the bat. Unbeaten 50 from just 28 deliveries. The poise and precision in this knock, remarkable. This partnership actually, Hakim Ogis, the other one in the pair, 91 from 45. Only the fourth St. Lucian to represent the West Indies as head coach, the pioneer in that regard. But this has been a near perfect performance from the West Indies. Firstly, the way they finished off with the ball in that last 5, and their belligerent batting in the chase.
We'll want to finish it off quickly. Just 9 required from 30.
Finally, we've witnessed the Calypso player, the way they've handled themselves with the bat.
What about
Ruston James Gibbs? August has played a brilliant innings. What about him as a skipper? Samuel Buzzard is the second time he's leading the side in this format.
Just kept low.
Just kept low and goes to the defense. But he's done his job.
Well bowled, Rishad Hussain.
Yeah, Googly. We don't see the Googlies too often from Rishad Hussain. And I personally would like to see it a lot more. It is a wicket-taking delivery, as you can see here. Completely flummoxed Ruston Chase. Gets another. But what a knock it was from the standing captain Ruston Chase. 143 for 4. Wasn't it? Leading from the front with that very good 50 of just 29 deliveries. It comes Rohman power. They only required 9 runs from 29 deliveries
To go and pick up a clean sweep.
A lovely delivery. And I completely agree with you. He should be bowling a lot more Googlies. Sharp turn. And well disguised because he didn't pick it up. He was also expensive. With the 2 wickets, but he's leaked 14 runs. Rishad Hussain. Got one. Off the mark straight away.
Hopefully he gets some confidence.
Hopefully he gets some confidence from that dismissal.
Coerces him to bowl it a little bit more.
But just zeroing on this young man, former West Indies under-19 captain, mentioned that the Darren Sammy Cricket Stadium back at home is his favourite venue. And I'm sure he'll remember Chattogram as well. Straight into the hands. It's one of his profitable strokes, but not that time around. He'll be disappointed, but he has to go. Anticlimactic end. He's played that shot with a lot of productivity so far tonight, but it's that shot that has brought about his demise. And another googly, another wicket from that delivery type, Rishad. Good catch in the deep. But what a memorable night for Hakim Ogis. Only his 4th T20 international, strike rate of 200 for his first half century. 144 for 5. Montakesh Moti, the new batter. This over has been very good for Prashad Hussain. Twice he's picked up the wicket.
There
was enough turn on that.
maybe it was the leg break.
He thought maybe it was the leg break because he went to play that sweep shot, but since it was a Kukli, he couldn't time it. These are the areas where he's picked up those sixes. Not the last time around. Swing and a miss. That is a poor shot. That's not a good shot by any means.
This is where he scored
the majority of his runs, and that sector on the leg side. Akeem Ogisla. So a strong area for him.
Deliberately over the top
from Montakesh Moti. Just a one over when West Indies bowled for him. A spectacular over from Prashad Hussain. 3 runs and a couple of wickets. 146 for 5. This is where things stand currently. Magnificent bowling performance from the West Indies. An exceptional innings from Tanzania. The only one who stood out with the bat. West Indies now 6 runs away from what will be a 3-0 series whitewash.
That's what they're playing for.
That's what they're playing for.
Yes, it will be some sort of a record for
West Indies, Simon Badri, because they've not won an away series.
3-0.
3-0.
They won 2-0.
They won 2-0. But to be able to do what
If they go on to
go and when obviously this is on the cards here, definitely a very, very good record to hold on to go outside your country and then make sure, even though they lost the one-day series 2-1, they've come back very strongly in the T20 format, in with a chance for the clean sweep. More than that, exacting a measure of revenge for what they did to the West Indies in St. Vincent last year. You were there, and you were having quite a lot of fun with that 3-0 win.
And that was your Christmas gift then.
That was your Christmas gift then. I think now they're going to return the favor. Yeah, they're giving it back to you.
4 from 22. It's been a brilliant
4 from 22. It's been a brilliant performance throughout.
I thought the bowlers really took control. Just over the top.
Just over the top.
Don't think it's going to go across for a
think it's going to go across for a boundary. They'll come back for 2 more.
I
thought the bowlers did remarkably well. First match, 149.
The bowlers restricted
Bangladesh for 149 and 135. That's why I feel that the bowlers really had a plan and a strategy to ensure to go and restrict Bangladesh.
It's a wide. And if you look at
what the bowlers have done, we've seen already a hat-trick. Romario Shepherd also equal number of wickets.
with Jason Holder, 7 apiece.
With Jason Holder, 7
He'll be
apiece.
very happy.
He'll be very happy.
Darren Sammy,
Darren Sammy,
there you go, get
the coach.
Jason Holder.
You got it, Jason Holder. Pretty relaxed.
Just one run to the score that time.
Just one run to the score that time. 1 to win.
We'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait.
Yeah, I'm with you, Arthur.
Yeah, I'm with you, Arthur. The bowlers did an exceptional job,
in these
but they usually do in these
conditions.
types of conditions. It's the batting where I thought they showed some growth and improvement today. In particular, Aki Mugiz played a blinder. Amir Jangu showed some glimpses of what he can do as well. So the young brigade now stepping up. A lot of West Indians will be very pleased to see that. For far too long, it was the usual suspects. Now there are other names cropping up. 1 to win.
And that's it. The
victory for the West Indies. They'll get the approbations from the coaching staff.